back to the blackbird shed. Let's go into the shed and we'll see what's been going on this last week. Yeah, so when I left you we had some canaries which were weren't doing too bad actually. This is pair one. Cock is the lighter bird. Let's see how they're getting on. So we've got this sort of yellowy green bird and the brown bird's the hen, and we've got two birds the same in the nest. Let's just get that muck off. Yeah, so two lovely birds there. They've feathered out really well. I expect those to be just like mum and dad. I don't know whether they're going to be dimorphic in any way, so whether that light one will be a cock and the dark one a hen, we'll see. Yeah, doing fantastic they are. This pair down here, which is my second pair, they have three, and I was a bit concerned about the one of them. Still a little concerned because it is the smaller one of the three. It's that one on the left, the cinnamon one. I'm chuffed about that. Now I'm hoping that that's carrying the red from her, because she's sort of a cinnamon red. And she is. So I'm hoping that that carries the same genes. Now there is a possible chance, because I'm just remembered now, I did drop an egg from the above nest into this nest when she stopped sitting initially. Yeah, so there's a possible chance that that isn't a cinnamon bird and that it's actually a bird from this nest. Yeah, and then it laid a fourth egg. So that could actually be a bird that's been fostered. I think when it's fully feathered up, we'll tell whether it's actually from this nest or from this pair. But that is a possibility, which isn't a problem. I'm happy with that. Right, this pair of birds up here. This is an enigma. I don't know. Still don't know. Is it a cock? Is it a hen? There's two hens. Two cocks. I'm really not certain. I mean, the bigger bird, the reddish bird, shows a lot of traits of a cock. Did see it sing once, but assumed it was a hen, because that was the only time I saw it. They bake a nest. The nest's awful. It's just stuff piled on top. They haven't made a bowl in any way. So there's a possibility. We'll have to see. Anyway, it's a little frustrating. And then the pair down here, I'm pretty certain are definitely hens. This woman's laid an egg in there. There's two in there now. That is, I believe, and there's an egg in there. Look, see, on the floor. Put it in there. So there's three eggs in there now, but. And that bird, with the frost bird there, the frosty bird, was sat on it. So, pretty confident that's a hen now. And this one here previously laid eggs, so confident we've got two hens there. What we're going to do with these possibly is, once these young are fledged, is to put the father on, put him on a lad's holiday. He can go up to here with a couple of hens. Like on a trip to Mallorca or Ibiza, and then this cock will come down to here with a couple of hens, just for a couple of weeks before he goes back with the hen that they're with at the moment. Irish now, around 3 eggs, maybe 4. I'm not going to disturb her. So this time round, second chance there. So hopefully that one's going to be a bit more successful. These two hens, we know they're definitely hens. This is a hen from last year. She's on the eggs this time. She's laid some eggs. So they both laid eggs. It's her turn to sit on them. Nothing's going to happen from it, so we'll have to see. Okay, now over to the finches. So lots and lots going on over here. Yeah, a lot of things that are in the pipeline. So we'll go along the cages. So basically we've got a Gouldian pair here. This is the pair from last year. The cock is on the nest at the moment, and they are on 5 eggs, and the last one wasn't only laid on the 12th, and today is the 16th. So, you know, it's too early to tell if they're fertile yet. In a couple more days I might be able to tell if there's something going on. So fingers crossed this time they're going to be fertile. Obviously she's bred with him before. They are sharing the nest duties, so I'm confident that something's going to happen there. But you know, you can never, as they say, count your chickens. Over in here we have more stuff going on. So Finches, they've made a lot more of this nest. You can see the nest materials sticking out of it, and they've laid more eggs. There's 3 in there. As far as which ones are fertile, I don't know. Last one was probably laid on the 14th, so 2 days ago. There's only 3 in there though. So yeah, I want to look at those at a later date. The birds are in and out. There's, you probably can't see that one there. Outside the window there's an finch out there. They've been taking it in turns being on the nest, I believe, so that's good. Over here we have another success story. Okay, so previously in this nest here we had the bigger Gouldian hen, black head, purple breast, with the one of the cockbirds I bred last year, red head, white breast, and they've paired up. So I've been seeing him in there and I've been seeing her in there. They've been sharing the duties, and they have got 5 eggs in there. I'm not exactly certain of the date that they were laid, but they seem like there's quite a few. Well, I think all 5 are fertile. That's great news. So they must be at least a week in there. So we're looking at a week maybe for them to hatch. Now, of course, I'm not sure whether she's a new bird, a young bird, or an old bird, or whether she's going to actually feed, and of course he's new to me, so whether he's going to feed is a different matter. So fingers crossed on those. Down here we've just got the spare, one of the spare Irish. Now the Mannikins. So in here we know we've got 4 eggs. Well, we may have 5 in there, right? Now, anyways, the story is there were some eggs in there. There was at least 3, which I thought were fertile, possibly, not 100% certain, and they could be hatching within a week, is my thoughts, possibly. Now, a week to 10 days. So obviously I want to get some Mannikin chicks. Now down here, in here, that's the hen. This is a hen Bengalese. Now the cock one, which is the brother of the one that died, we found dead in the nest recently, they were on 5 eggs, maybe 6 eggs. Now it looks like some of those were fertile, 2 weren't, so at least probably 4 eggs. But they are a bit behind these, so I couldn't just put these 3 eggs in with those because they would have hatched at different times. So I've made the executive decision to put the Mannikin eggs into here. So we now have 4 Mannikin eggs into here, which we've got to keep an eye on. It's very easy to just pull that forward and check. And these parents aren't quite so flighty as those, so hopefully that they will they'll be okay with that. I have put food in there, and they have been eating that on a regular basis. Now I'm hoping that they'll rear the Mannikins. Now the Bengalese eggs I've actually put into the Mannikin's nest. So that's an experiment. Will they foster Bengalese? I really don't know. They've got a similar sized beak. They're similar. I believe the Bengalese are a darker baby, because we did have some Mannikin young early on, but they all died. They were like quite pink. So we'll see. I just didn't want to just chuck them straight in the bin. Maybe I should have done. They were certainly only there's no development there really. Well, there was just a few veins, so there's still really eggs. Yeah, so that's exciting. And then we just got the quail over here. Right, okay. So that's an update on the shed. I've got a few things doing today. The mannikins, I've swapped those eggs. That was a plan I already had. And I'm going to see if I can cordon this box off, because we've got the parrotlet in there and she's just sitting on the eggs, which are definitely infertile. So I can't see that that's good for her. Okay, so let's go and look in the aviary. Now I was in here yesterday, so I've done a bit of work in here already. Right, these are my young. There's the hen. Right in the middle there, that's the hen, which is the one that's laid the eggs for with the white-breasted cock. So he's probably on the nest. Yeah, I can't see him in here, so I guess he's on the nest. Let's go inside then. Right. So there's quite a few of the star finches. The little owl finch down there isn't a very good flyer. Obviously it wasn't reared in an aviary. It hasn't got such strong wings as I mean, for example, these star finches, which were put in the aviary fairly early in their life, really have got some muscles. They fly all over the place. But the little owl finch there, I'm guessing hasn't been in an aviary much. It's taken a bit of time to sort of build up its strength to fly good distances. I've checked in there, it's full of, there's 10 eggs in there. They're quite a round egg, so that means I'm pretty sure they're cutthroats, but they won't be sitting on them. They never do, so I won't be picking any eggs from there, any eggs from that nest, because I think they're really long enough. You can see how big she is compared to the hen on her left at our right, and that cock which has just jumped onto the stick. She's a big bird now. I think she's too big, but we'll see. Now her with a cock of that size, maybe we'll get some decent sized birds. You know, just a little bit bigger than him, but not. She just seems too broad in the neck. Quite podgy. Right, yeah, we've got some that bird there, that starfinch, that's a cock. Sings all the time. His father follows him around, it's like he's teaching him. I think it's the only one that's a cock out of the first 4 that we had. Possibly keep him. He is bigger than his father. I think would be good. Now I've been trying to do some plants in here, so we've got actually I want to replicate this with the ivy coming up the wall, just to give it a bit more cover. But there isn't, not a lot of water gets into this bit because we have the roof there. There's a wild ivy I've put here. See, even these sort of things. Now this is a hawthorn, but even that, the birds just pick at the leaves and ruin it really. They seem to leave the ivy alone, and that's why I'm trying to use ivy. There's a planted one I had there which I put, but there's a little bit of life still left. I'm hoping that'll pick up and that will start climbing up the walls. Now there's a conifer there, which is a low-lying one. I do need to move that stick from above it so that it doesn't get so much mess on it. Here's a nice little tall conifer, which is only about 10 inches tall. I'm hoping maybe I'll grow that to about 2 foot. We have a new grass I've thrown in here. It's one that I had in a pot. Previously had in the aviary, and it got wrecked by the canaries. Now there is new growth there. Hoping that will pick up. Just something for them to play around with, and they'll probably pull things like this off and make nests out of it. That's the thought anyway. At least it's in an area where the rain can get on it. Okay, it's I've put some more seed out there for them, so they've got seed outdoors as well as in. Let's pop into the another aviary and have a little look in there. Okay. So this is the same aviary at the moment, although it's a different section. You can see they're even ripping that fern apart. So that's not much chance of growing, but that's what they do. That's not doing great, neither this sort of lily thing, but not terrible. I've put a clematis on the outside against just to give a bit of shelter and make them feel a bit more safe, really. Right, there was a nest there. It was a lovely nest. It was up against the side there, but since I put the perspex there rather than the white plastic I had, they've took it apart. Now that just means they're not nesting there, but they are using that nesting material somewhere else. That's, I think, where most of the nesting material inside has come from. And I have put some more nesting material in the cage out there, sorry. There's the balks over there. Right, we'll just cordon this section off. So I'm cordoning splitting this aviary into 2 sections now. And this is just so that when I go into here, the second aviary, I don't have birds flying from one to another. So we got the water coming through. It goes through there like a little river, like a little brook. And they bath in that and they'll drink it as well. Got a bit of a bog area there though, so I do need to attend to it somehow. Here they are. So we've got Lulu, doing some Latino. And they are showing a little bit of affection for each other. I've not seen him treading her. And there's Robbie Bobson. He's quite a lot bigger than her. She's a bit tamer than him, although they're both of them are fairly, they're not scatty in any way. They're quite. Let's just put my hand there, see what she does. She'll fly away. Yeah, there you go. That's the odd canary we've got there, the one with who had its head damaged. So I've kept it. No one wants that, so kept it. It's a hen, I believe, dimorphic. Check these here. Nothing's in those. Nothing's in that one. Got a box up there as well. And boxes around here. There's no nests being made in this aviary. Yep. I'll leave that out, leave them alone. Yeah, oh well, yeah, just before we go, again I've put a conifer down there, a taller conifer on the side there, and I have attempted to put some ivy at the back there, but again no water really gets to there, so whether it's going to be any good is a different matter. But there you go, it is what it is. It's just a matter of trying different things. Some plants are great, other ones are no good at all. The main problem with plants in your aviary, I tend to find, is canaries. They just rip everything apart. I mean, I've got plants in there which you'd think would be really, really hardy, and they just won't have it. Rip it apart into bits. So there we go. Yeah, so we've got this is the herb garden. Quite a lot going on here at the moment. So this is stuff I planted last year. Some of it, the reason a lot of this was planted wasn't for putting into food, it was to provide for the birds. So this is you can see it's not it's a blackberry. You can see it's not a wild blackberry because it has no thorns. So it's a cultivated blackberry, so I'm hoping I get some nice blackberries on that, and then, okay, some of those can be used for eating, but a lot of them I'll just put into the aviary and let them peck at it. This is either an apple or a pear. I forget which way round this one is. It's looking to me like a pear. This is the apple. I'm not sure we've got any apples going to be coming on it this year. Didn't get anything last year neither. There was flowers, but there wasn't many. The pear's done a lot better. Mint, I think that's not coriander, is it? Thyme. This is just stuff that I can let the birds peck at, and when it gets too much I'll pluck a bit off and chuck it in and they'll mess around with it. Our strawberries down here. These are either red berries or sorry, red currants or black currants. Again, I'll be giving those to the birds. And then we've got again either red or black currants here. There's one red and one black. I don't know which way round. Over here, there's my fig tree. But most of these leaves, I've trimmed this recently, so most of these leaves, they are raspberries. Now these always, I have so many raspberries. I've still got some from last year in the freezer. Yeah, but we really do have a lot of raspberries, so that's good. They'll be used. Which birds will have most of them, I don't know, but we'll, yeah, they will get used with the birds, and we'll also have them to eat. Okay, so that's it really. Yeah, there's the aviary. It's absolutely beautiful day today. Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe. If you hit the like button as well, it'd be great. I'll try and get you an update on the Canaries next week. So perhaps next Monday they'll be closer to fledging. They may even have fledged. So we'll try and do that. So look out for that one. So if you hit the subscribe button, then you'll get a notification that that's going to be coming out. And thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you very much. Take care.